Top Samburu County government officials, among them Governor Moses Lenolkulal, Speaker Solomon Lempere, and members of the executive, are tonight on the spot for siphoning up to 2 billion shillings in a brazen case of mega draft. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission today questioned the governor after raiding his residence in, get this, Karen and county offices in Samburu. As Francis Gachuri reports, the Samburu operation is the first in a series of high-level investigations targeting at least 7 governors.
A dawn raid at Samburu Governor Moses Lenolkulal's current residence. Detectives from the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission (EACC) spending hours at the palatial home, retrieving what they claim were crucial documents and evidence on the mega graft said to have occurred in the county between July 2014 and July 2018. Another set of detectives conducted a simultaneous raid at the governor's offices and county treasury in Maralal town and extended to the homes of several high-profile county officials.
So launching that operation from Nairobi, first of all, the operational plan, the staff involved, is an undercover operation. You will not move like a military convoy that you are going to raid a governor's headquarters. We have to do a lot of undercover, change of vehicles in between to manage to get a surprise to them, which we managed.
Up to 2 billion shillings is said to have been siphoned from the county coffers through an intricate web involving county officers stationed in various departments. EACC has so far traced 1.6 billion shillings, with investigations revealing that county officers pocketed the loot through private companies registered in their names and kickbacks. Out of the 970 million shillings that was paid to various companies, ostensibly as payments for services rendered to the county, 86 million shillings was paid back to county officers as bribes for facilitating the award of tenders. 673 million shillings was paid to companies owned by county staff in a clear case of conflict of interest. The governor, according to an investigation document obtained from EACC, pocketed 73 million shillings through his Oryx service station, but the mega beneficiary of the alleged looting spree in Samburu County is Grace Nkuku, a low-cadre officer in the health department. Through Siambu suppliers and general contractors, she was paid 346 million shillings. BOSCO KIALAI NGAPIANI, a revenue officer, pocketed 42.2 million shillings through Trevor Investment Limited, while Solomon Lempere, the county's minister in charge of lands docket, received 41.3 million shillings through Samburu Guest House. Abdisalam Ali, stationed at the county assembly, through his Matepes Company Limited, pocketed 27.8 million shillings. Leah Lepario, an officer in the agriculture department, through a company known as Nabore Limited, was allegedly paid 25.5 million shillings, while Peter Letura, a personal assistant to the county's former speaker, was paid 24.3 million shillings through his Dalma General Supplies. Pauline Lenguris, a former health administrator, was, according to EACC, paid 18.9 million shillings through her Stepline Investments Limited. Risto Lesialoi, a personal assistant to the current county assembly speaker, was, according to EACC, paid 16.4 million shillings through his Eljas Contractors Company. Simon Etienne Lelesit, a personal assistant to the governor, was paid 13.3 million shillings through Banobo General Suppliers and Fars Bookshop and Stationery. Jonathan LEISEN, who heads the county's finance docket, through his Lorien General Contractors, received 7.4 million shillings, while County Assembly Speaker Solomon Lempere, through Lorien Land Contractors Limited, pocketed 6.8 million shillings. Other county officers listed in the siphoning spree include Letanto Atson, Gabriel Lekaso, Daniel Lenolkulal, Matthew Muturi, Ibado Ismail, and Paul Lolmingani. For the 970 million shillings that was credited to private companies as payment for goods supplied and services rendered, 86.2 million shillings was pocketed by county officers in bribes. For example, Samburu Imani and Simon Enterprises were paid 349.9 million shillings and greased the palms of at least 22 county officers for facilitating the award of the tenders. EACC documents indicating that Dorcas Ntiam, who heads the health docket, got 3.1 million shillings as a kickback, with LEISEN and David Lano pocketing 1 million shillings each. Nyota Star Limited and Baragoi Star Filling Station were paid 97.5 million shillings and gave LEISEN 15,000 shillings. El Pesi General Contractors was paid 90.5 million shillings by the county and parted with kickbacks for 7 officers, among them County Assembly Speaker Solomon Lempere, Agriculture CEC Vincent Liaraman, and LEISEN, whose name features in almost every transaction. In some situations, the bribes and kickbacks amounting to more than half of the money paid to various contractors. Sipat Limited, for example, was paid 60.2 million shillings but parted with 21.7 million shillings for ICT Officer Moses Lenolkulal, 6.4 million shillings for Speaker Lempere, while his PA pocketed 4.1 million shillings in the deal. Lenolkulal also pocketed 2.5 million shillings out of the 22.5 million shillings that was paid to Majorly Enterprises. Meagari Construction, that was paid 34 million shillings, had to part with 17.4 million shillings that was pocketed by Peter Letura, a former Speaker's personal assistant. Letura also received 19.1 million shillings as kickbacks out of the 62.3 million shillings paid to Loisiap contractors. Though Lenolkulal and his officers were released after hours of grilling, EACC ordered him to return on Monday. Sources at Integrity Center disclosed that arrests could be effected before the week ends. The commissioners, in the meantime, started the process of freezing accounts and recovering assets, among them houses, parcels of land, and vehicles of suspects under probe. Francis Gachuri, Citizen TV.